Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Malik Tibutan. You are watching ZMC TV. This is a special program regarding COVID-19 business support. In this program, we have our guests from Asian Business Chamber of Commerce. They have identified some real issues with information regarding grants, coronavirus grant related grants not reaching to certain segments of Asian business community. Now there could be several reasons. Few of them could be the people have either no or limited English knowledge, or they have no access to social media or channels, and there are also misconception about grants. Basically, some business owners think then why they should take grant, why? Because they think they might have to pay it back. And there are other misconceptions that people thinking then there are people who are intermediaries who are using lack of knowledge of people or businesses and taking advantage and taking cuts from their grant. In this program, we'll try and give you as much information as we can, because we have our specialists from Asian Business Chamber of Commerce who have the expertise in this field. And I will shortly introduce my guest. Let's go to our guest. I have a guest President of the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Qasim Majid, sir. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Tipu, and thank you for inviting us today.
You're welcome, sir. And next to Mr. Qasim is Miss Amina Hussain. She's also a member of Asian Business Chamber of Commerce. She's a prominent figure in this field. Miss Amina, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Tipu.
You're welcome. Viewers, I would like to basically inform you that in this program, we'll have a very informal chat. I will try and speak Urdu, Punjabi, English wherever possible, so that we can reach to a wider audience. I will start from Mr. Qasim Majid and ask him to briefly introduce himself and about the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce, so we'll know what this platform is, and I will try and translate it. If it's possible for Mr. Qasim to speak Urdu, that's fine, otherwise I will translate it. Qasim, sir, floor is yours, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Tipu, for inviting us here today. My Urdu is a little bit up and down. So I'll speak in English, which is my preferred language.
Okay.
If you could translate, that would be really good. But
okay,
if you've got questions in Urdu, please fire away. I do understand it.
Okay, that's fine.
So let me just give you a little bit of background context to the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce. We're an organisation that is part of the Greater Birmingham Chamber of Commerce, and the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce has been around for 34 years. We started in 1987.
Excellent.
Off the back of the Handsworth riots, where business owners came together to provide support to Asian businesses across Birmingham and the wider region. Now, 34 years on, the organisation has grown from strength to strength. The Greater Birmingham Chamber of Commerce has over 3,000 members and provides many different business support packages across the board. The challenges back then in 1987 were completely different to the challenges that we have now, and in particular the unprecedented challenge of COVID-19. So what we want to do, and many of our channels that we go to our businesses, are through traditional, what I would call traditional media, online media, through events, networking, etc. And during the pandemic, the Greater Birmingham Chamber of Commerce put together a document called Mind the Gaps, which was all about helping businesses that have fallen through the gaps. And out of that, what we found as the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce is that there are nuances and certain issues that are really affecting the Asian business community around grants, around HR issues, around finance, around banking. And what we've done is put together a series of interventions, a series of support that is free of charge to Asian businesses to get the right advice from the right people. Now, we're independent, so our advice that we have from our board is they're getting the right advice from the expertise on the board.
Okay. Let me explain to viewers in Urdu. Viewers, Qasim साहब ने बड़ी डिटेल में बताया कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये कि एशियन बिजनेस चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स तकरीबन 34 साल से जो है ना ये अपनी एफर्ट कर रहे हैं, कोशिशें कर रहे हैं, और ये पार्ट हैं ग्रेटर बर्मिंघम पार्ट ऑफ बर्मिंघम जो है ना काउंसिल के, जिसमें आप उनको असेस करते हैं। इसमें होता है नाज़रीन जी कि जो बिजनेसेस हैं उनको ज़्यादा 1980 से लेकर अब तक बहुत सी टाइम है, टफ टाइम्स है, आजकल के स्पेशल इस दौर के अंदर कोविड-19 के अंदर वो अपनी कोशिश करेंगे अपनी तमाम तर सलाहियात, तमाम तर एक्सपर्टीज़, उनके पास बहुत से डिफरेंट बोर्ड्स हैं, एक्सपर्ट्स हैं जो उनके पैनल्स में हैं, वो कोशिश करें कम्युनिटी को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकें, हेल्प कर सकें, और ये इन्फॉर्मेशन टोटली फ्री है। और इसमें वो कोशिश करें कि ज़्यादा ब्रिजिंग द गैप, और कोशिश करें कि कम्युनिटीज़ को साथ लेके चलें और उनकी जितना हेल्प हो सके करें, और ये बिल्कुल टोटली फ्री ऑफ चार्ज होगी। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट गेस्ट मिस अमीना हुसैन, सॉरी इफ आई प्रोनाउंस योर नेम wrongly. Okay, Ms. Amina, could you please kindly introduce yourself briefly and also explain your role in this platform, please?
Okay, so my name is Amina Hussain. I'm an executive board member for the Asian Business Chambers of Commerce. And also by profession, I am an accountant. I have my own accountancy practice in Birmingham, Edgbaston. And I've got 22 years of experience in the accounting field, business advisory skills.
Excellent. So that's so Mr. Amina, let's start from you. If I ask you, पहले मैं बता दूँ बेसिकली कि आपने क्या कहा। मिस अमीना जो है ये अकाउंटेंट बिजनेस में चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बेसिकली इनकी प्रोफेशन है, और ये तकरीबन 22 साल से इस प्रैक्टिस में इस फील्ड में प्रैक्टिस कर रही हैं, और ये अपनी सर्विसेज जो है ना इस चाहती हैं कि इस पेंडेमिक टाइम के अंदर अपनी सर्विसेज फ्री ऑफ चार्ज एज ए चैरिटेबल बेसिस एशियन बिजनेस चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स से मिल के अपनी सर्विसेज आप लोगों को दे रहे हैं, और आप लोगों को चाहिए कि इनकी सर्विस का भरपूर फ़ायदा उठाएँ। बहुत से लोगों को इनको मालूम नहीं है, एक्सेस नहीं है, वो शायद इनडायरेक्टली उन लोगों के हाथ चढ़ जाते हैं जो कि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं, कष्ट लेते हैं, करते हैं। ये वो प्रोफेशनल्स हैं जो आपको एटलीस्ट राइटली गाइडेड पाथ दिखा सकते हैं कि आपका पाथ ही है। नो लेट्स स्टार्ट टू योर प्रोग्राम मिस्टर एनीवन हु इज सूटेबल। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फॉर आवर व्यूअर्स, people who wants to know how can you help us, first of the basic question is, in this pandemic, what is grant? Okay. For a simple business purpose, just for so explain the grant, then I ask you how it will be effective for the people who are in the community. So what is grant, Miss?
Okay, so there's different types of grants available. The one that's currently available at the moment, there are few at the moment. Well, I'll just touch on self-employed at the moment. There is a self-employed support scheme available for sole traders and partnership. The second grant is becoming available from 17th of August. It is discretionary, so if those want to apply for it, they need login details, user login ID details, gateway ID login details, and there are several questions they need to ask.
Yeah, so that's a current review. My question will be a simple word: grant क्या है? What is grant? मतलब grant का पैसे free है कि नहीं है?
It's free. Grant is it is a taxable grant. Okay. But it's non-refundable. So grant is something that's applied through the government website and or through the local authority, and the businesses, once they receive it, they don't have to pay it back.
Okay, viewers, जो अमीना ने मिस अमीना ने बताया, मैं आपको थोड़ा ट्रांसलेट कर दूं ताकि हम कोशिश ये करें कि मैसेज वाइडर कम्युनिटी तक पहुंच जाए। जो ग्रांट है बेसिकली ये फ्री है, इस टैक्सेबल, लेकिन आपने इसको वापस नहीं करना। ये इशू होती है आपकी लोकल अथॉरिटीज़, जो अथॉरिटीज़ हैं, या आपकी जो है जो गवर्नमेंट की ग्रांट्स है उसके ऊपर जो है ना आपने बेसिकली आपको ये मिलती है। और 17 अगस्त जो है ना एक नई स्कीम आ रही है जो कि डिस्क्रिशनरी स्कीम होगी। इसके अंदर ज़्यादा आपको कुछ सर्टन क्राइटेरिया फिलअप करने होते हैं, उसके लिए फॉर्म्स होते हैं, आपकी एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया होता है। तो मिस अमीना ने बताया कि बेसिकली ग्रांट इज टोटली फ्री। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको ये वरी करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि यू हैव टू पे इट बैक। तो एक क्वेश्चन तो क्लियर होगा। सो लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। सो हाउ डू यू प्ले पार्ट इन दिस ग्रांट?
Okay, so as an accountant, I get a lot of people asking me the same question. Okay. How to apply for a grant. Okay. I mean, we've got self-employed grants, which is they have to apply themselves through the government website, through HM Revenue Customs, Government Gateway. The second type of grant, which is currently running at the moment, is with Birmingham City Council. There always will be some kind of grant available, so that's a very good website to visit to see what's currently available. At this moment in time, there is a grant available for all the other businesses that have not been able to obtain the local grant for premises, people with shop premises. So if you haven't already applied for your grant and you wish to do so, the deadline is tomorrow, 17th of August. So go and visit Birmingham City Council website and see what's available for you today.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Qasim, of course, you have a detailed experience of this platform. Why did you start advertising this coronavirus support in this form now? I mean, of course, we're going to have a specific question, Ms. Amina. Your purpose for this project?
Yeah, so just to follow on from what Amina said, I'm a business owner myself.
Okay.
And I've had access to support through the government.
Okay.
And what we felt and the message that we were getting from the community was that the information that has been disseminated via the normal channels wasn't reaching to the businesses on the ground. So what we decided to do was to go to people like yourself, ZMC Network, get into the community and provide that information in the mother tongue languages.
Okay.
And really kind of dispel the myths around.
Let me interrupt you as well. Viewers, all the contact details are on the screen. You can, if you want to contact us, you can call us in this program. We'll try and answer your question. We'll give you as much information as we can. All the contact details are coming on in this program on the TV screen. You can contact Asian Business Chamber of Commerce directly. They have their contact details there. And if you want to contact us, you are more than welcome to call us. We'll try and give you as much answers as possible. Sorry, Mr.
Yeah, so we partnered up with what's called the GBS LEP, which is the Greater Birmingham Solihull Local Enterprise Partnership.
Okay.
So they're part of this whole scheme as well, to really reach out to what I would call hard to reach businesses, the businesses in the community. And what we found is there's a lot of misconception, misinformation and misguidance. Yep. People are getting charged extortionate fees for claiming these grants when it's actually free of charge. All they have to do is certain things online and they can get there. They're getting misinformation around bank accounts. We have on our board, our vice president is part of the Metro Bank, and if you've been rejected for a bank loan from what we call a bounce back loan or C-bills loan, we've got the people in place on our board that have the expertise to guide you, whether it's HR problems. You know, at the moment there's a lot of redundancies that are going on.
True.
So we have HR people, we have legal people that are going to give you the right information to do it in the right way. We have finance people like Amina who can talk to you about money and how to deal with that.
Okay.
And we also have generic people that can give you the right signposting towards the right information. So important that we get it out through networks like yours, and it's so important. So I really thank you for allowing us to do this.
Sure. So let me pass the information in Urdu language so people know. Okay, viewers, कासिम साहब ने जैसे डिटेल में बताया कि बेसिकली ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है ये इन्होंने यूज़ किया है कि आपको जो है ना उर्दू लैंग्वेज, एक तो यह कि आपको डिस्प्ले के ऊपर उर्दू लैंग्वेज इन्फॉर्मेशन स्क्रीन पे भी चल रही होगी, तमाम कॉन्टेक्ट्स वहाँ पे होंगे। अब ये जो बात कर रहे हैं ये कह रहे हैं बेसिकली कि इस पेंडेमिक के दौरान जहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट ने एक स्कीम निकाली लोगों की हेल्प के लिए, तो बहुत से लोग जो है ना इस चीज़ को उन्होंने मिसयूज़ करना चाहिए। जो लोग थोड़े से IT में और जो ऐप्स में थोड़ा एक्सपर्टीज रखते थे, थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश जानते थे, उन्होंने बहुत से लोगों को मिसयूज़ भी किया। मिसाल के तौर पर जो ग्रांट्स हैं टोटली फ्री हैं, वो थोड़ा सा काम करते हैं, ऑनलाइन डाटा टाइप करते हैं, इन्फॉर्मेशन टाइप करते हैं। जिस चीज़ का एक शख्स एक बिजनेस ओनर जो है वो एलिजिबल था, उसका राइटफुल ओनर था कि उसको एक ग्रांट मिल जाए, लोगों ने उसको मिसयूज़ किया। उसको देखते हुए उन्होंने अपने इस प्लेटफॉर्म से कोशिश की है कि हम वो तमाम लोग जो कि बिज़नेस कर रहे हैं और कम्युनिटी में हैं, उनको हेल्प चाहिए, इनके प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर वो तमाम के तमाम एक्सपर्ट, बैंकिंग डिटेल्स, तमाम एक्सपर्ट फाइनेंस से लेके जो लीगल हेल्प है और बैंकिंग हेल्प है, तमाम की तमाम इनके प्लेटफॉर्म पे मौजूद है। आप इनसे रब्ता कर सकते हैं और ये आपको एटलीस्ट एक राइट डायरेक्शन दिखा सकते हैं और आपको कुछ चार्ज भी नहीं करेंगे। उसका मकसद ये होगा कि आपको इस पेंडेमिक में जो ऑलरेडी सफ़र कर रहे हैं बिजनेस, उनको मज़ीद ऐसे लोग अंडर कट ना करें, डैमेजेस ना पहुँचाएं, आपको नुकसान ना पहुँचाएं। इसीलिए तमाम प्रोग्राम करने का मकसद भी ये है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट चैरिटेबल प्रोग्राम, ताकि आपके लिए राइट इन्फॉर्मेशन आप तक, आपके डोर स्टेप तक पहुँच सके। और मकसद इसको उर्दू में एक्सप्लेन करने का भी यही है कि वो सब लोग जो कि इंग्लिश नहीं समझते, उनको उर्दू समझ आती है, तो वो उनको उर्दू, पंजाबी, हिंदी आप हमें कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, हम भी आपको थोड़ा गाइड कर सकते हैं। और तमाम के तमाम कांटेक्ट डिटेल्स आपके पास स्क्रीन पे आ रही हैं, आप डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट इनसे कर सकते हैं। और तमाम के तमाम हेल्प, अगर आपके बैंक के लोन रिफ्यूज़ हो गए हैं, बाउंस में रिफ्यूज़ हो गए हैं, तो वो आपको राइटली गाइड कर सकते हैं कि आपका ये लोन क्यों रिफ्यूज़ हुआ है और उसके लिए आपकी कौन सी चीज़ मिसिंग थी। अगर आप राइटफुली काम कर रहे हैं, इवन आप सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड भी हैं, तो मैं अभी इनसे मजीद क्वेश्चन करूँगा जो मिस अमीना से कि वो आपको अगर बाउंस बैक लोन क्या है, पे एम्प्लॉय की स्कीम्स क्या है, ये सारी क्वेश्चन हम इनसे करेंगे, प्रोग्राम में आगे आ रहे हैं, आप कोशिश ये करें कि हमारे प्रोग्राम को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें ताकि हम वाइडर ऑडियंस तक पहुंच सकें. Okay, Mr. Meena, as Mr. Qasim has rightly informed a broader picture than what Asian Business Chamber of Commerce is doing, I would like to ask you, okay, let's go into a detail like specific. We have grants, we have employer schemes, we have business schemes. So if you can, you was explaining before that grant is something that you can help them type information, get the information, send it them, and they should be able to get it free. Now, next to grant, if somebody who is a common person, what is the first step for him? Okay, comes to you and he wants to get some, he don't know what to do. Basically, he wants something help. He want to either get a grant. He don't know whether he is eligible for a employer benefit scheme or other scheme. So how would you start? What's your starting point when people comes to you, contact you? What do you do?
So the first thing I'll assess is whether they're a sole trader in a partnership or a limited company. That's the first thing, and it all depends if they've got any employees, if they've got shop premises, if they're paying rent. All of that is factored into it. Also, if they've got a trading turnover as well. These are very, very important points for them to be eligible for certain things at the moment. And the first thing I'll go through is just do a simple vetting system with them to see, right, do you have an employer scheme? Do you run payroll? Do you have you received any grants before? Do you know what it means? And just really, really help them go through in detail, step-by-step guide with them. And then we'll come to what the problem is. It's cash flow. Generally, that's why they all contact us to see, look, we've got cash flow issues, what's available. So the question I'll always ask around is, you know, have you furloughed your employees? Do you know what furlough means? Do you know what job retention scheme means? What's your current business status? How are you coping with your current employees? Do you need an HR guidance? Do you have any employment contracts in place? Just to make sure that they are also not only running a business, they're doing it compliantly and legally. So that's very, very important for any individuals. And more importantly, they might fall into different types of grants. Not all is published through the government website where the Birmingham LEP, that they can help us more with this. So by them calling Asian Business Chambers of Commerce hotline, we can assess whether there's anything else out there other than your normal standard job retention scheme and furlough claims and grants. There might be other things available. So this is why we want to reach to all the hard to reach areas.
Let me explain this to your audience. Okay, viewers, मीना ये कह रही थी, देखिए कि जब आप इन्हें कांटेक्ट करते हैं एशियन बिजनेस चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स को, वो क्या करते हैं कि आपकी बेसिक डिटेल आप वेटिंग करते हैं. बेसिकली आपका बिजनेस क्या है, आप लोग कितने एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं, क्या आपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को फॉलोड कर दिया. फॉलोड का मतलब उन्हें आपने बेसिकली वर्क नहीं कर रहे लेकिन यू आर पेइंग देम विद गवर्नमेंट बैक स्कीम, और बहुत सी बेसिक डिटेल देने के बाद वो आपका जो केस है उसको फिर एक राइट डायरेक्शन में आपको साइन पोस्ट कर सकते हैं कि आपका हो सकता है कि आपकी जो मेन स्ट्रीम जो ग्रांट्स है उसमें या नहीं आ रहे, लेकिन देयर माइट बी अदर ऑप्शन अवेलेबल फॉर यू, कि आपको हो सकता है ये चीज़ नहीं मिल रही तो हो सकता है आपके लिए छोटी हेल्प हो, बड़ी ग्रांट नहीं मिल रही तो बाउंस बैक लोन है, बाउंस बैक लोन नहीं मिल रहा तो हो सकता है समथिंग एल्स मौजूद. क्या मैंने ये ठीक कहा मैडम समीना? डिड आई ट्रांसलेट इट राइट?
Perfectly.
Okay, so we were talking about either they have multiple options. They can either have basically if they are available grants, there might be grants.
They may be available to grants. It could be a bounce back loan. What does it mean? How to apply for it?
If you can quickly explain for the audience information, what is bounce back loan?
Okay, it's a government backed loan. 100% government backed loan. As far as I read, it's there's no personal guarantee. It is based on turnover of a business, and the lending criteria is between £2,000 to £50,000, subject to their turnovers. It's easy as just going online. If they've got a business bank account set up, the best way to apply for it is go through your own bank account, your business banking. If you're struggling with that, I think this is where you can call us and we can signpost you to relevant brokers if they can help them.
Okay, let me just explain this. Okay, viewers, जो मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा वैसे मुझे कि बाउंस बैक लोन क्या है. उन्होंने बताया कि बाउंस बैक लोन ये है कि आपकी 100% गवर्नमेंट बैक लोन होता है इसमें आप 2000 से लेके 50,000 तक आपको लोन मिल सकता है। अब वो कह रहे हैं कि अगर इन केस आपको लोन मिलने में कोई डिफिकल्टीज आ रही हैं तो आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं इन्हें, और वो आपको ऐसे लिंक्स प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, बैंक को आपको डायरेक्ट कर सकते हैं, आपकी प्रॉब्लम को हल कर सकते हैं। एक और क्वेश्चन मिस अमीना, now the issue we have received a lot of questions from people, general public question. This is basically people are working normally as a self-employed,
yes.
and they haven't got their separate account for bank business, so they are really struggling. These people who are struggling they have a business, private business,
yeah.
That's what people are doing, online business, or they are doing basically car sale purchase or any small business, but they haven't built up their own separate business bank account. So these people they are basically either struggling to get a bank bounce back loan, or if they are stuck, can you assist them? Is there any way they are
it seems to me they seem like sole traders, because
okay.
they're the ones with probably struggling with a bank account, and I do come across quite a few.
Okay.
So the best way is you need to get a bank account sorted. I mean, if you go to local branch, you could go to Metro banks, like Metro banks. I know they're very, very helpful right now. But the proof they need to show that they are self-employed is previous tax returns, that they have been self-employed, in order for them to qualify for a bank account opening. It doesn't take that long to open up a bank account, probably a couple of weeks maximum. It all depends how the bank, if they're busy, then it might take 4 weeks. You can take as early as 2 weeks.
And they will still be eligible, even the open bank account now?
Of course they are, yes, because if they've been self-employed for, just say, over a year, anybody that's been self-employed or self-employed or running any type of business, and they've been in operation before 1st of March 2020, they're entitled to some form of bounce back loan.
Okay. So viewers, Ms. मीना कह रही थी डिटेल का कि अगर आप सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड हैं, बहुत से लोग सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड होते हैं, वो अपने करंट अकाउंट को, पर्सनल अकाउंट को एज ए बिजनेस अकाउंट यूज़ कर होते हैं कि उन्हें इस चीज़ का इदराक नहीं था, पता नहीं था। तो अगर आप ऑलरेडी 1 मार्च 2020 से पहले अगर आप कोई बिज़नेस कर रहे हैं, ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप ऑनलाइन बिज़नेस कर रहे हैं, ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हैं, कोई जो आपके प्रूफ्स हैं कि आप वाकई बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, तो आप उसके लिए भी अपना, अगर आपका उस टाइम अकाउंट नहीं था, तो अभी अगर आप अपना जो बैंक के अप्लाई करें उस बैंक के अकाउंट के लिए और अपने प्रूफ्स दें कि यू वाज बेसिकली ट्रेडिंग बिफोर दैट टाइम, तो अगर आपका अकाउंट खुल जाता है, उस सिलसिले में भी ये एशियन बिजनेस चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं, असिस्ट कर सकते हैं। इनसे आप कॉन्टैक्ट करेंगे तो आपको फर्दर साइन पोस्ट करते हैं। ओके मिस्टर कासिम, वंस अगेन बिकॉज यू हैव प्रोवाइडेड a detailed description about this platform. Anything else you would like to add this your discussion for the audience benefit?
Yeah, I think it's important. Everyone now is moving to an online medium, and you've seen probably in your own house, in my house, you're getting deliveries through online means, through Amazon every day. You know, my doorbell gets ring every single day, you know, for 10-15 times. So with the Greater Birmingham Solihull Local Enterprise Partnership, what we're doing is we're providing businesses that would traditionally maybe what I would call bricks and mortar, so bricks to what we call clicks.
Okay.
So we're giving them advice, guidance and training on digital skills. So all of a sudden we're providing people to look at online means, and providing them the skills and the courses to be able to take their business not just to what they're traditionally doing, but through online channels as
so
well.
You're saying
so it's really important that we because off the back of this, what is going to happen, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of unemployment. There's going to be we're already in a recession. If businesses really want to stay ahead of the game, even keep look at new markets, maybe international markets. It might be a retailer that's selling to get to a wider audience. We're providing digital skills on how to do that as well. Okay,
that's you are basically saying you are in your this platform. There are some places where you can guide or you can enroll people on the program.
Absolutely.
You mentioned bricks to click. I like it because bricks mean hard work, clicks mean click. So to combining these two together, and you're basically saying that you are bridging from people from bricks to clicks. So basically from hard work to a click online system. So you're saying they have some program in your system?
Yeah, there'll be training.
Okay, is it free of charge or is it charge?
Absolutely free of charge.
Okay, well, let me explain to the viewers. Okay, viewers, एक बहुत अच्छी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपके लिए भी है कि क्योंकि आजकल पेंडेमिक का टाइम है और वर्ल्ड इज चेंजिंग का मतलब यह है कि एक टाइम था कि हम बहुत से काम जो है ना हाथ से करते थे। इन्होंने एक बड़ा खूबसूरत फ्रेज यूज़ किया, ब्रिक्स टू क्लिक्स। ब्रिक्स मतलब कि एक जो ईंट है उससे आप क्लिक्स से जा रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आपके लिए जो मैनुअल काम थे उनसे अब आपने ऑनलाइन अपने आप को शिफ्ट करना है। अब इसी वेरी राइट टाइम, रिसेशन में ऑलरेडी यूके और बहुत सी कंट्रीज आ रही हैं, हमने आगे लर्न ये भी करना है, आप लोग जिनके बिजनेसेस हैं, छोटे बिजनेस हैं, सेल्फ मेड कुछ भी हैं, कि आप अपने आप को इक्विप करें कि आपने अब इस ऑनलाइन मार्केट को कैसे कवर करना है, इसको कैसे अडॉप्ट करना है। इसके लिए आपको चाहिए कि आप इन्होंने बहुत अच्छी बात की कि हमारे इनके सिस्टम के अंदर एशियन बिजनेस चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स में और ये जो कोलैबोरेशन कर रहे हैं ग्रेटर बर्मिंघम एंड सॉलिहुल LEPs के साथ, इसमें ऐसे प्रोग्राम भी हैं जिसमें आपको अगर आप एडमिशन लेंगे, एनरोल करेंगे, तो आपको ये होगा कि आप अपने आप को इक्विप कर लेंगे कि आपने अपने बिजनेस को ऑनलाइन कैसे इक्विप होकर इसको प्रमोट करना है, आगे लेके चलना है। चला ओके दैट्स फाइन या मिस Amina, let me ask you a few more questions about the HR probably. Could you please give us about job retention and stationary sick pay detail, just for the viewership, the people should understand what these are. I mean, if you can go through furlough, what furlough is in simple words, and then go to a job retention schemes and what's coming, and let me just give to my audience then.
Okay, so it's the coronavirus job retention scheme. It's basically furlough. That's what it means.
Furlough, okay.
Yeah, so currently what's available at the moment, I mean, these employers out there who've got employees right now, or whether you're a one-man band or you've got other types of employees, whether you're a director, you should have been claiming furlough if you've not been at work.
Okay.
The current guidance at the moment, actually, it's all changed now since August. In 1st of July, they introduced a flexible furlough scheme, which means you can go back to work part-time and you can also claim furlough, which your accountant should be able to calculate for you.
Okay.
And this August, how it's all changing again is before you were able to claim 80% of somebody's wages, average wages. Now what the government says is you can still claim 80% in August, but the employer has to still make contributions like national insurance contributions out of their own pocket, any pension contributions out of their own pocket. Come September, it's reducing this 80% wages. It's dropping to 70%, which means you can not only have your employee back at work on a part-time basis, but you have to still subsidize, you still have to you have to put 10% towards the furlough wages, while the government put 70% towards the wages.
Let me explain this to the coordinator first, and then we'll move forward.
Okay,
viewers, Ms. Amina ने डिटेल से बताया कि 1 जुलाई तक तो पोजीशन ये थी कि आप लोगों को जो फर्लो की वेजेस थी ना वो 80% आपको मिल रही थी, उसमें अंदर एम्प्लॉयर ने कुछ टैक्स वगैरह पे नहीं करना था। लेकिन अगस्त के अंदर जो अभी मामला चल रहे हैं इसके अंदर यह है कि 80% गवर्नमेंट तो पे करेगी आपको फर्लो के बेसिस के ऊपर, लेकिन जो एम्प्लॉयर है उसको नेशनल कंट्रीब्यूशन और टैक्स जो है वो पे करना पड़ेगा। आगे अगर सितंबर में आ रहे हैं, सितंबर के अंदर ये होगा कि जो 80% गवर्नमेंट कर रही है वो 70 पे आ जाएगा, और आपसे कुछ 10% आपकी जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट के जो वेजेस का टैक्स बनता है वो भी गवर्नमेंट उनसे करेगी कि आप पे करें। तो okay, let's move forward.
And then in October they're changing it again, they're reducing it, that's the final bit in October, to 60% of the furlough part of the wages, where the government will ask the employers to contribute 20%. So from the 80% what they originally used to get as a claim, 60% is paid by the government, and then 20% by the employer, and then the employer also has to pay pensions and national insurance contributions.
One more question here for you. Okay, this 60% will go. Is there any scheme for employer? I heard somebody that say employer will get 1,000 per employee, probably month or year. Could you please explain that? Because people ask me.
Yes, I remember reading it somewhere. It's in January. So if you retain your employee and you don't make them redundant, in January you'll be able to make £1,000 claim per employee.
Per employee, okay. So even part time or full time, you keep them. Okay, viewers, जैसे कि मैं समझा कि अक्टूबर में जाके होगा ये कि आपकी जो फर्लो की वेजेस हैं वो गवर्नमेंट 60% पे होगी, और बाकी 20% जो है वो शायद एम्प्लॉयर पे करेगा, वो अपनी नेशनल कंट्रीब्यूशन और पेंशन स्कीम भी पे करेगा। अब एम्प्लॉयर्स के लिए ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो एम्प्लॉयर्स अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को कीप करेंगे अप टू जनवरी, तो उनको गवर्नमेंट जो है ना वो £1,000 पर एम्प्लॉय मिलेगा। तो ये उनके लिए अच्छी है। अगर आपने वैसे भी कीप करना है तो बेसिकली पार्ट टाइम और फुल टाइम, इफ दे कीपिंग योर एम्प्लॉय फॉर from probably July till onward till January. So they will get £1,000 in their pocket just keeping their employee intact on their job. Okay, so this is done with the furlough and everything. Is there anything else you would like to highlight in this program? Okay.
So you mentioned statutory sick pay.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, so there is a scheme available where usually if your employee is statutory sick pay, you claim that through your payroll, national insurance, PAYE. But the government has brought this into place where anybody who suffers from coronavirus or has been shielding because they've got vulnerables at home is entitled to statutory sick pay. And during the statutory sick pay, the employer can get a refund through HMRC by clicking a button. There is a claim button, a separate claim for 2 weeks per employee for statutory sick pay. This is available right now and it can be backdated.
Okay. For 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah, for 2 weeks per employee.
Okay. Employers के लिए अच्छी खबर बता रही है कि अगर आपने अपने एम्प्लॉय को स्टैटिस्टिक्स सिक पे किया हुआ है तो आप बेसिकली अप टू 2 वीक्स तक बैक एडिट कर सकते हैं और उनको जो गवर्नमेंट की बैक जो स्टेशनरी सिक पे है वो अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को पे भी कर सकते हैं. वी हैव शॉर्टेज ऑफ टाइम. आई विल रियली approach to our guest. Mr. Qasim Majid, I will ask you final words. What you want to send? You have any message?
Our message is simple. Okay. First and foremost, we want to get out to the communities, the hard to reach businesses, the hard to reach communities through channels like yours. Okay. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it. The second thing is, if you have any questions, even if it's a small question, pick up the phone. We've got the hotline number, which I know you've put on screen. Speak to us. We'll guide you from an independent point of view. We're the Chamber of Commerce. You know, we understand business. And we will put the right people in front of you that's going to give you the right advice. Whatever small that question is, pick up the phone.
Viewers, Qasim साहब की final advice मैं आपको बताता हूँ. कह रहे हैं कि basically ये business जो है ना Asian Business Chamber of Commerce ये independent body है और ये आपको independently आपको बहुत अच्छी information advice देंगे. अगर आप को कोई भी छोटा से छोटा मसला है, चाहे वो आपको HM रेवेन्यू से है, चाहे आपको बाउंस बैक लोन से है, चाहे आपको रिटेंशन स्कीम से है, चाहे वो स्टेशनरी कोई भी है इंडिविजुअल है, आपने करना यह है कि आपने फ़ोन इज़ फ्री बेसिकली. यू कैन जस्ट रिंग देम एंड गेट द हेल्प. इट्स फ्री. They are here to help you and they are trying to reach as much people as they can and they are just working for the benefit of community without any charges or anything else. So I would really appreciate if you contact these people. Ms. Amina, your final word and then we close the program.
I just want to say thank you very much to ZMC.
Thank you.
This is all, we are all doing this free of charge to support the community. We are all professional with our own businesses, but set aside that, we're here to help the community, hard to reach areas. Who can't speak English, please, 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 just reach out to us. We're here to help.
Thank you. अमीना ने बहुत खूबसूरत मैसेज दिया. देखें कि हम सब प्रोफेशनल हैं. आई एम अ सॉलिसिटर, शी इज़ अकाउंटेंट. मिस्टर Qasim Majid also a president of this big platform who is helping the community. So we are spending our time for you guys. कि हम आपके लिए, सॉरी मैं इंग्लिश में ब्रांच कर दिया आपको, कि हम अपने प्रोफेशनल को छोड़ के आपके लिए ये टाइम से निकाल रहे हैं कि आप लोगों की हेल्प हो सके. दिस इज़ अवर ड्यूटी एज वेल. इफ़ वी आर एट अ प्लेस जहाँ पे हम किसी की हेल्प कर सकते हैं तो इस कोरोना के पेंडेमिक के अंदर हमारी कोशिश ये है कि हम आप सब लोगों की, उन लोगों की जो कि इन चीज़ों को समझ नहीं पा रहे, चाहे वो ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ इंग्लिश नॉलेज है, चाहे वो लिटिल इंग्लिश अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, आप ज़्यादा ऐप यूज़ नहीं करते, लेकिन क्योंकि हमने कासिम ने जैसे कहा कि हमारे एशियन चैम्बर ऑफ बिजनेस कॉमर्स जो है ये ऐसे प्रोग्राम भी लॉन्च कर रहा है जिसमें आपको जो है हेल्पफुल होगी कि आप अपने आप को इन्वॉल्व करवाएं और अपने बिजनेस को डिजिटलाइज करवा लें, उससे आप प्रोग्राम सीख लें. और ये प्रोग्राम का मकसद ये था कि आपको मैक्सिमम इन्फॉर्मेशन दी जाए कोविड-19 के मुतालिक. हमारी कोशिश होगी इस तरह का प्रोग्राम फ्यूचर में भी, जब हमें टाइम मिला हम जरूर इन गेस्ट को दोबारा इन्वाइट करेंगे, इनसे स्मार्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन लेंगे, बदलते हुए टाइम के साथ आपको मजीद आपको आगाह रखेंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच मिस्टर कासिम. अमीना, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग टू दिस प्रोग्राम.
Thank you.
Welcome. Viewers, that's it. This was all from us. Until next time, please stay safe, stay alert, and hopefully see you next time. Take care. Allah Hafiz.